Hey there, I'm Dr. Jeremiah Sample, and with me today is my son Frederick. We're here from Family First Chiropractic to talk about kids and their habits and their posture. Now, my son, the well-adjusted chiropractic child that he is, normally sits with perfect posture all day long, doing his homework, doing his studies, reading the classics. But on occasion, when he does get some free time, he might use what a lot of kids out there use now, since it's been around since '06. Many of the kids now have been born into the handheld digital generation. All right, so when using a phone, preferably, he's got the phone up in front of his face, keeping a neutral spine with the head above the shoulders, above the hips. Now, as many of you know, this is how most of your children use their phones. But there are a few out there that maybe adopt a different sort of posture. Yeah. That looks pretty familiar, right? Okay. What happens when he does this is it puts endangering stress on his thoracic spine, the junction between his cervical spine and his thoracic spine, and puts a lot of forward head posture and weight here with his head that goes down and transfers into these discs, choking off the nerves and the blood supply. Now, the longer that he continues to do this, the more likely that he'll start to break down those discs, cause early degenerative disc, and the ability for arthritis to creep in. Now, another thing that kids tend to do now is play video games. And once again, when playing video games, of course, my son would be sitting upright, controller ready, for the limited amount of time that you might play video games during the day. Obviously. 5-10 minutes max. Now, some play video games for longer, because I understand it takes more than almost an hour to log onto a video game nowadays. The posture adopted for that, very similar to the phone posture, if you'd like to show them. Yes, this is how oftentimes I find him and his friends. Now, a good idea to do is to break up the time that you're using the phone and the video games with an alarm in order to adopt some postural exercises. The first exercise that we'll show is going to be the wall angel. The wall angel is a wonderful exercise to set an alarm to. So if you're going to be playing video games for an extended amount of time, or your child is using the phone, it's good to break it up with this exercise that allows for movement in the thoracic spine, reinforces the musculature of the cervical spine, and takes a lot of pressure off of the shoulders. Now, to begin with, you're going to put your head, shoulders, and hips against the wall. All right. You're going to bring your arms up to 90 degrees, straight out. Way to help balance yourself against the wall is bring your feet further out. Okay? Bring them a little more forward. There we go. This also helps to make it so he doesn't look so tall standing next to me. All right? So, with this exercise, while keeping the head, shoulders, and hips against the wall, Frederick is going to take his arms straight up from where his hands are. Now, when he does this, his arm is going to end at a slight angle, all right? So, straight up from there. See how they end at an angle? Now, as he inhales, he's going to bring his arms back down to that 90 degrees. Then on the exhale, drive them straight back up. Repeat this 10 times, all right? Return to the starting position. Now, there's a variation to this that also helps get the legs moving, the hips moving, and activates the lower body. So this time, Frederick's going to keep his hands right where they're at, and instead of sliding his arms up, he's now going to just squat down, keeping his head, shoulders, and hips against the wall until his arms go straight. Breathe in, then on the exhale, he's going to drive back up to the 90 degrees. Repeat this 10 times. All right, relax your arms, Fred. Adding these exercises in throughout the day, when you're utilizing the phone, when you're having breakdowns in posture, really helps keep the head upright above the shoulders, above the hips. And as we know, posture is the window to our spine, and our spine is definitely the window to our health. Thank you very much for watching with us today. If you have any questions about posture of a child, your own kid's posture, or questions in general, please comment below and we'll get back to you.